Within titles, you have the text plus or the fusion text. Now notice when there is a thunder here, it means it's all built in Fusion. Now the Fusion text, you can use it in the edit page. If you click and drag, you can put a Fusion text here. You click on the text and you have very many tabs and very many options. Usually you will add a Fusion text and go to your Fusion page and you can see the clip for Fusion text over here. You notice if you go around the timeline, you cannot see the text clips here. They don't belong to Fusion, they belong to the edit page. But Fusion text usually will put it in the edit page and you come over here, you have the same tabs and you do all kind of work. Of course, adding more effects and stories like this in the Fusion. But nevertheless, you don't have to be an advanced user and learning about Fusion to work some very nice options here and settings and animations for your text. So the Fusion text has 6 different tabs where you can do animation and settings. You have the text tab, you have the layout, the transform, the shading, the image, and the settings. In the text tab is all about setting your text and formatting it, including using direction, line direction, and the write on, and some other options I will show you later on. Very interesting. In the layout tab, it's actually about the layout of your text, and it's based on 3 kinds of layout: point, frame, and circle. We see each one of them, and the rotation now will depend on these options. In the transform tab, it becomes a bit more interesting where you can transform per character, per words, per line, do rotation, shear, and sizing. In the shading tab, you will be actually working on the appearance of the text with softness and its position, if you like, the rotation and shear. Most interesting is softness and shear over here. And also you can have outline text and stories like this, pretty interesting. And the most interesting is having the gradient. In the image tab is not going to be interesting for you now until you become an advanced user in Fusion. In settings, the only thing that will make sense to you is the motion blur. We'll see how it's going to work. One important note here. These tabs are interrelated. You might change something in the layout tab, for example, from point to frame, and some other options will pop up in the text tab and vice versa if you like somehow. So don't be confused if you come back to one tab and see something has disappeared or something has appeared. Keep in mind that they work together. In the next lecture, we are going to focus on the text tab, and I will show you a few interesting things that you can use immediately. See you then.